I've got a secret for you. This one here is for truckers only. You got to have lots of space on your dashboard to do this. Plus, in today's age of distracted driving, I don't recommend anyone but the most self-disciplined driver to even think about having a setup like this. For those of us who are in the business of driving long distances, who actually need this equipment, you're going to think this is really cool. It's nighttime, and I have just started up a truck, and I need to know where I'm going to. Now, normally, in the past, I would have used my Garmin to figure out where I'm going. In this, you can see here, I've got my Garmin here, and then I have my iPod here, and then back here is the old CB radio. I don't use that guy very much anymore. Now, I just created a setup to hold my Netbook. This is in a Volvo VNL 780, which has lots of nice dashboard room to mount things on it. What I'm going to do is I have to shut this down and grab it back here, and I can pull this thing forward so that I am like now you can see that the keyboard and everything's right there next to the steering wheel. Seems a little dangerous, don't it? But it's also extremely useful. Unfortunately, this Acer Netbook doesn't have a lighted keypad. If it was my Mac, it would be all lit up and I wouldn't have to have that piece of junk. I've got a chance to turn on my navigator, and voila, I've got a navigator on my laptop, which is much superior to even the best Garmin one that I've got, best automobile one. Let's put it this way. Now, how does that work? Well, I have right here, you can see the little GPS device, which is a USB that plugs in. There we are. We've got ourselves the GPS system. Now, I also actually have other things that I can do on this computer besides the GPS, but this provides a very powerful navigational tool. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off and shut it down, and then you can see that I can quickly take this away. Okay, now I have to disconnect a few things like the GPS. Okay, but there's that. Now, that's the key part right there. How does that work? Well, taking a closer look at it, you can see that I've got laminated ABS plastic sheets. These are 1/4 inch, and they're glued, or what they call welded, with this special glue that you get at a plastic supply store. This particular part here is layered. It has two main components. First, I've got the slider bracket part that the computer itself sits on. See, it's got two Velcro pieces here to hold the front end down, and then the back battery compartment thing kind of locks into place, so it can't go anywhere. Back here, I've got this adjustment. It's kind of a crude one, but it keeps the screen from falling backwards. I don't have too much of a problem falling forward, but with the vibration and stuff, there's a tendency for it to fall backwards, and this allows me to adjust it to the exact angle that I like. Okay, now now you'll notice that it can slide. It can be slid and pushed all the way back, so it's out of the way and flush with the dashboard. Now, if I pull it forward, you can see that, well, let's see, we got some wires here that I've got onto a little wire harness to keep it from flopping around. But basically, this thing works by having a sliding pieces of this ABS plastic sliding with each other. Okay, so there's like this piece right here is glued to the bottom, and then there's a multiple layer of pieces here that slides in, so that this is the base here, all there. That's the base that is bolted down to the dash. It's actually not bolted down. What I did was I was able to make some clamps on my dash through, right, see if I can show those to you here. There they are. Okay, you can see right here I have a couple of screws that go down through, and they're flush, so that there won't be any interference here. But these go down and attach to another ABS plastic plate that's underneath the dash, and then that clamps it to the dashboard, making it so that the dashboard is minimally damaged, and I don't have to worry about resale value of my thing. Okay, so let me take a couple of angle shots here so that you can see now what this thing looks like from different angles. But yeah, there's a good shot there of the top part of it. This is all the top, and then that slides back here, and it works pretty good. It's just it just slides on friction. There's no need for me to have any kind of special thing to keep it from sliding back and forth, because the plastic itself provides more than enough friction. In fact, it's a little bit tight, but I'd rather have it too tight than too loose. Okay, so let's now, if we're going to head and get started here on the road, I'd come back and put this thing into place, plug it in here. Let's see, make sure I've got it in there. There we go. And then we put that in, bring the US or the GPS USB plug in, and it can be pushed away and put into place like that. If I'm at nighttime, then I can use this thing. Sometimes during the day I just loop that back there, and that way it's like so. Now I've got it designed also so that the unit doesn't interfere with the air conditioning, or with the heating system of the truck. I don't want to have any. I don't want to have foggy windows or anything like that. Okay, so that's the way that works. Okay, thank you very much.